Previously, in this chapter we learned about the area of parallelogram and area of a triangle, and we solved exercise 11 point. Okay, today we will start about the circle. So, the basic concept of circle we already learned from the 4th standard. If we take one point and with the convenient radius, if we draw a circle with the compass, then we get a kind of figure that is called a circle. So what is the definition of circle? That is, a circle is a geometrical figure consisting all those points in a plane which are at a given distance from the fixed point in a same plane. If we take a points from the given point that are at the fixed distance, so that figure is called circle. So if we consider this figure, then this will be your fixed point, that is called center of the circle. If we take a points that are at the distance r, so this all points are at distance r. So this collection of points form the figure of a circle. Okay, circle is what? It is a geometrical figure which is the collection of points which are at a fixed distance from the given point. Clear? Now, as we learn the perimeter of square and perimeter of rectangle, also we learn about the perimeter of parallelogram. What is the perimeter? It is the outer boundary. Okay, so that is also possible for a circle to find the outer boundary. So in circle, outer boundary is called circumference. So here we need to find the equation to find the circumference. What is the outer boundary in a circle? This length. This path length is called the circumference. As we call it perimeter in a square and rectangle, in a circle it becomes a circumference. So if we start walking from this point and move along the path of the circle, then this becomes a circumference of circle. So how can we find the circumference of circle? Clear? What is circumference? It is same as the outer boundary. Clear? So, to find the circumference of circle, if we take one ring and we place it here. Okay, this is a ring and place it here. Now try to move this ring along the straight path. Try to move this ring along the straight path. If this point is get it here on this point, so this length, horizontal length, become a circumference of circle. Now we need to find this length. So that will be circumference. How can we find the circumference? If you take a ring and move along the straight path, then we get the circumference of circle after completing one revolution. After completing one revolution, we get the circumference of circle. So by many observation, we get the equation for a circle, circumference of circle. So first of all, what is circumference? It is a distance around the circular region is called the circumference. This can be asked for MCQ and blank as a definition. So distance around the circular region is called the circumference. Clear? So if you take a different size of ring and try to perform this experiment, take 3 different rings and try to move it on a straight path and then find the measure of that path. If you take that experiment, then you get this value, that circumference of circle is more than 3 times the diameter of circle. Now what is the diameter? Diameter is 2 times radius, that we already learned in 5th and 4th standard. So diameter is 3 times the diameter of circle. So circumference of circle, as an equation we can consider it as pi multiply d. Pi is what? It is 3.42. It is more than 3 times the diameter. So that's why equation is pi multiply. Value of pi you can take it as a 3.40 or 22 by 7. Value of pi can be 22 by 7 or 3.40. Both will give the same value. So again, what is the circumference of circle? Circumference of circle is more than 3 times its diameter. If you take any circle and to find the circumference, it is always more than 3 times, not 3 times. It is more than 3 times. That's why we are taking 3.40 as a value of pi and multiply d. Clear? Circumference of circle is pi multiplied d. But what is d? That is the diameter. So in a circle, if we consider this as a circle, so line that passed through center and whose endpoints are on the circle, that line become a diameter. So diameter is 2 times radius. So that's why d is what? 2r. So another equation for the circumference of circle is 2 pi. If in equation diameter is given, then you can take pi multiply d. And if in equation radius is given, then you can take 2 pi r. Both will give the same answer because d is nothing but 2r. If we write 2r here, then it is 2 pi r. Clear? So what is the equation for the circumference of circle? That is 2 pi r, or you can say pi multiply d. Now let's start example 12 that is given in our textbook. What is the circumference of circle of a diameter 10 cm? Inside the bracket it is given, take pi is equal to 3.1. Okay. So here circumference we need to find, diameter is given, so we can write circumference of circle is equal to pi multiplied d. Now in the question it is written, take pi 3.14. Diameter is given 10, so we write d10. 3.14 means 3 by 100 multiplied 10. We can cancel this 0. So circumference of circle is what? 31.4 cm. Clear? Now example 30. What is the circumference of circular disc of radius 14 cm? So again, radius is given 14 cm. So we can use circumference of circle. What is the equation for circumference of circle? That is 2 pi r. If radius is given, then we can take 2 pi r. Now 14 cm. So you can take pi as a 22 by 7. You can take anytime 3.14 or 22 by 7. So 2 pi is 22 by 7. Radius is 14 cm. Here we can cancel out this. So 44 multiplied 8, that is 88 cm. So that is what? Circumference of circular disc. Clear? Now next one. A radius of circular pipe is 10 cm. So radius is given 10 cm. So we can write r as a 10 cm. What is the length of tap is required to wrap once around the pipe. So if we take one circular pipe and we need to wrap one tab on the outer boundary of this pipe. So that is what? Circumference. We need to wrap this tab's pipe on this way. So that is what? Circumference. So here we need to find the circumference of pipe. Of circle, or you can say circular pipe. Now radius is given, so we can take 2 pi. That is the equation. Pi is 3.14, that we need to take, and radius is 3.14 means we can write it as a 31. 314. 10 will be cancelled, so it is 62.8 centimeter. Length of tap must be 62.8 centimeter. Clear? Now next, find the perimeter of given shape. So this shape is given and you need to find the perimeter. Perimeter means outer boundary. So if you start from this point, then you need to measure this line. After that this one and this one. Here you can see this is a 14 centimeter. If you consider this as a semicircle, then this will be the diameter. So first of all, we will find the length of this semicircle circumference. Okay, so it is a half of circumference of whole circle because this is semicircle. If we consider this as a circle and circumference of this circle divided into 2 pi, then this will be half of this circumference. Okay, so that's why we can find the circumference of, or you can say perimeter of semicircle 1 by 2 pi multiply d. You can say pi multiply 2 pi out. Now we are finding this length. Pi is 3.14 and d is 14 centimeter. Let's take it as 22 by 7, not 3.4. Okay. Now here we can cancel out this. So it is 22 centimeter. If we take 3.14, then answer is also correct, but that time you need to take more multiplication. So it is better to use 22 by 7 because we can cancel out common factor between 7 and 14. That's why we take 22 by 7. 3.14 also give the correct answer. Here. So here we take the equation pi multiplied d, that is the circumference of whole circle. We need to use here semicircle, that's why we divide it by 2. So 1 by 2, pi is 22 by 7, d is 14. Cut common factor, so you will get 22 centimeter, that is the length of this side. So here how many semicircles we have? We have 4 semicircles. That's why circumference of figure, or you can say perimeter. You can say 22 plus 22 plus 22 plus 22, or you can multiply it with 4. 88. Or you can add 22 4 times. Clear? Now next one. Sudhanshu divides a circular disc of a radius in 7 cm in 2 equal parts. What is the perimeter of semicircular disc? Again, what is the perimeter? That is the outer boundary. So if we have this circular disc and we divide it into 2 parts, so this will be 1 part. So what is the perimeter of semicircular disc? Perimeter is outer boundary. So from this point we need to move this side and come back to that point. So that will give a perimeter. Now this is the length of half semicircle. If we take this point, then this is the circumference of semicircle. That's why we can write circumference of semicircle is what? 1 by 2. So here radius is given, so it is 2 pi. Why 1 by 2 pi r? 2 pi r is the circumference of whole circle. We are considering semicircle, so we divide it by 2. Now here you can cancel out this 2. Pi we need to take 22 by 7. Radius is given 7. So here we can cancel out this 22 by 7. But this 22 by 7 is this length from this point to this one. But the perimeter we also need to include this length also. So perimeter of semicircle, or you can say perimeter of disc, is equal to 22 plus diameter. This is what? A diameter. So we need to add it in a perimeter. So 22 plus. Now what is the diameter? It is 2 times radius. Radius is 7 cm. So diameter will be 40. So perimeter will be 30 cm. Clear? How can we solve this? First of all, divide whole circle into semicircle. So that is circumference of semicircle is 1 by 2 circumference of whole circle. Now divide 2. So we get perimeter of semicircle 22 cm. Now to find the perimeter, we need to also include this length, and this is nothing but the diameter. So diameter is from radius 7 cm, diameter is 14 cm. So 22 plus 14 is 36 cm. Let's solve some extra example related to circumference of circle. So here, first find the circumference of circle whose diameter is 42 cm. So diameter is given 42 cm. So we can write circumference of circle is equal to 2 pi. Diameter is given, so we can use equation pi multiply d. Now value of pi you can take 22 by 7. D is given 40. 6. So that is 132 centimeter. That is what? Circumference of circle. Now next one. Find the diameter of circle whose circumference is 15.7. So here diameter we need to find. So we can write circumference of circle, that is pi multiplied d. Now circumference of circle, that is already given 15.7, pi that is 3.40, and d that we need to find. To find d, take 3.40 in a divide. So now 157 divided by 10, 314. Here denominator of 3.14 become multiplication to 157. So d. Now here we get 157 multiplied 2. So that is 314 and 5. So our d will be 5 centimeters. Clear? From the circumference we can also find the diameter. Now next one. The ratio of two circles is 2:5. What is the ratio of circumference? Here this kind of question can be asked for MCQ. So here ratio of two radius of circle is 2.5. So what is the ratio of circumference? So circumference of first circle with radius 2. Let's say 2 as in 2 centimeters. So that is what? 2 pi r. 2 pi multiplied. Radius is 2 given. So we write here 2. Now circumference of circle with radius 5 cm. Here 5 is given, so we consider it a 5 cm. You can also take 5x, then it is also correct. Here this one has a 2x and the second one is a 5x. So that will also give the same answer. So again 2 pi r, but here we consider 5 cm radius, so it is 2 pi multiplied 5. Now take the ratio. 2 pi multiplied 2, 2 pi multiplied 5. So here pi cancel. So it is 2 pi 5. So ratio of circumference is also same as the ratio of radius. Clear? Now next one. The pipe of a wire is in form of rectangle in a length 8.5 cm long and 5.4 cm broad. Is reshaped and bent into the form of circle. Find the radius. This kind of example we solve for the circle, rectangle and square. One wire is given and that is in a form of rectangle, and after that it is converted into square. Okay, that example we solved in exercise. Here the wire is in form of rectangle and that it is rebanded into the circle. But after rebanding, the length of wire remains same. So from rectangle we can find the length of a wire because it is a perimeter of rectangle. So length of wire is equal to perimeter of rectangle. Now what is the perimeter of rectangle? That is 2L plus B. Length is what? 8.9. B is what? 5.4. 2. 40.3. So it is 28.6 centimeters. So perimeter of rectangle is 28.6 centimeters. So length of wire is also 28.6 centimeters. Now you need to find the radius of circle. So here length of wire is 28.6 centimeter. Then it is of circumference of circle also, because if we take a wire and bend it to the circle, so that is the circumference of circle is equal to length of wire. So we can write circumference of circle is equal to length of wire. Now what is the equation for a circumference of circle? That is 2 pi. Length of wire is 28.6. So here we need to find R. 2 pi is 22 by 7. Radius is equal to 28.6. Now to find R, take 7 and multiply 22 and 2 in a divider. If you solve this, you will get 4.55 centimeter. That is the radius of circular pipe.